right, so we are getting ready to start writing. On page 14 is our performance task. This is all getting you ready for it, okay? So this is requirements. So this is going to be your outline. This is going to draft how you're going to actually write it. So you have your introduction, which we'll take a look at on page 21 and 22 of the credit. But now what we're doing is we're going to select the 2 pieces of evidence that we're going to use and the topic of our essay. So we're going to use page 13 for that. So first thing we're going to do is get our topics. So my first topics is ancient origins, and my second topic is going to be modern celebrations. So I had you go through and explain how you can talk about it, right? So looking at which ones you can talk the most about, go and find your textual evidence that you want to use. So I have my first one, which I'm going to paste here. And you can do 2 things if it's not showing, if it's not lining up. You can put it like 1.5, maybe 2, or you can just make this white. So my first one I'm going to talk about is the holidays believed to have originated because of the Celtic festival. Now I got this from page 7, but also I need to get the title of the reading. So we're going to say the history of Halloween, and I'm going to come down to page 14, and this is how you quote it, comma, the history of Halloween, page 7. So this is the annotation so that I know where you got your reading from, and then we put the period right there, not right there. Okay, so that's one part of the essay that I have. Now I need to find another quote. So this tradition comes from ancient times. I'm going to grab that one. That's from article 2. So I'm going to paste that one there. This tradition comes from. So don't forget your quotes. No se olvide sus quotaciones. And this comes from article 2. So let's see. It is believed this tradition originated in time. Let's say the cultures. Is that the one I picked? This come in time with supernatural. But okay. So this one was about. All right, so I have it now, and this comes from, so remember, no period, and it comes from page 10, and this comes from article 2. So that title of that article is going to be Popular Halloween Celebrations. So this is a little too big, so I'm going to put my spacing there. So now I have my two quotes. So ahora tengo mis 2 quotaciones para escribir mi ensayo. So la siguiente cosa que voy a hacer, lo voy a hacer el mismo por el segundo parte. So I'm going to do the same thing for the second part. I'll make this smaller too so it's easier to see. Or the second theme, right? So we have body paragraph 2 about modern celebrations. So I have my first one, which it's primarily a holiday celebrated for fun and is often celebrated as a sign of the fall arrival. So I'm missing my quote there. I'm going to have to go back and get that quote, but that's okay. And then the last one I have is from article number 2. And that is going to be right there. So remember, you have to have your quotes around it. And you have selected what you're going to write about. So eso es como un plan de que vas a escribir. Okay, so ya tienes tus 2 quotaciones, ya sabes que vas a escribir tu introducción, luego aquí están las 2 que vas a usar por tu segundo párrafo y tu tercer párrafo. So if you have any questions, come see me. Otherwise, continue on to work on your essay.